part.
New part.
Everybody, we got a new part.
Whoop.
I know. You know what I'm going to call this new part?
What?
I'm going to call it the chorus.
Whoa.
I know. Really
Fascinating.
groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah.
A verse is followed by a chorus.
Chorus.
So we went ahead and we chose some chords
Yes.
for the chorus.
It came out really good.
Played it in a different duration too.
Yeah.
Which is an important thing, right? So what that means real quick is like the verse is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So they split
Yep.
a bar. And the chorus 1, 2, 3, 4. Now everything is its own bar,
Right.
which is something that happens a lot in
Right.
songwriting to kind of give a different pace to the song without changing the tempo.
It's usually where usually when the drummer comes in and hits the ride cymbal.
Sure,
and like
maybe
lengthens out, you know?
something.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that songs change tempos when they go to different. They
No.
rarely change
Tempo.
tempos.
Yep.
Sometimes they do,
Yeah, sometimes.
but more often than not, this is the way that the chords are played.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
is what I would say.
Or they divide the measures.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So we just switched it up.
Switch it up in
Not
a great way.
Not groundbreaking in any way.
No, but it sounds good.
But did we pull these chords out of a hat, Ian? Where did these chords come from?
No, they did not come from head. They actually came from Sean Daniels' mind.
From my mind.
Inspirato.
Wow, I pulled it out of my brain.
You did, yes. Yes. I think we were just playing, and you said, "Hey, let's just go to E," and you called out and said D,
Yeah.
and you said A, and I was like, "Cool," and then you said G.
G major.
My mind went.
right?
Boom.
Yeah, that's not even in the key.
It's not in the key.
Right?
No, but it works.
Why does it work?
Me or you?
Well, all right.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'll play it one more time. So E major, E, A, the one chord from where we've been.
Ooh.
All right, why does that work? Why does that work? That shouldn't be. There's only supposed to be 3 major chords in the key.
Right.
What's happening here?
I think we're borrowing a chord somewhere.
Where are we borrowing it from?
I don't know. Well, let's look at the circle of fifths.
First of all, it doesn't matter where you borrow it
Yeah,
from.
true.
You know?
Really, I don't think. I mean, you didn't borrow the chord purposefully. You went there. It worked, and
Yeah.
we were analyzing why it works.
Sure.
Because the key of A has A, D, and E, and the key of D has D, G, and A. They both have D's and A's.
Yep.
And so we took the G. Pretty much the reason it works because the G is so closely attached to that D and A.
And there's another part that we're going to do with the G that
Oh.
even kind of proves that it's from the key of D.
Absolutely.
Now some things, it doesn't matter where you borrow it from.
True.
Like this.
Yeah.
Other things, it absolutely matters.
Yeah,
where you borrow.
You're absolutely
it
right.
from.
Again, I want to go over that.
Sure.
You didn't constantly go, well, I'm going to give D.
Yeah.
You played it, we went, yes, and we're analyzing it after the fact.
Which is probably, I would say, 95% of songwriting.
On
I
now,
don't even know.
96.
Yeah, 96.4, whatever. Very few, a lot of stuff we do with like the analyzation of the riffs and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I don't want to give the impression this is what musicians are thinking.
No.
I think it's just a great educational tool to kind of see.
It's explaining why it works, and you can put it in your wheelhouse and,
Exactly.
and get your muscles on it so that you don't have to think about
And
it.
once you have a better understanding of it, then it's
Yeah.
easier to just pull from.
Amen.
You know? Yeah.
Amen.
So anyways, the second time around
Yes.
on that, D, A, space,
Yeah.
until we get to the end of that.
That line.
Little line,
Yeah,
little riff.
We actually played that kind of together at the same time, like
Uh-huh.
in little bits. We matched. It was really odd how that came about. We paused. We started on the G, and we had this like rhythm, blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah, and then
I was
just
kind of
popped
messing
out.
around. We weren't thinking modally or anything.
No.
But I think that's the best way to kind of explain what this is.
Go
It's
for
a
it.
mode,
You're a
right?
great
So
approach,
we're
yeah.
talking about G. We borrowed it. Let's say we borrow it from the key of D,
Let's say we do.
right?
Yeah.
So what is G in relation to D?
Ooh, I know.
Ian, what is it?
It's a 4.
It's the 4, right? We've got D, E, F sharp, G.
G, yes.
Now what mode
Oh,
would that be? What's
Sean,
the 4th mode?
that's our favorite mode.
What mode is that again? You answer first. Lydian.
Lydian, good
Lydian
job.
is Lydian mode. So if we take the 10th fret on the A string and we play the Lydian mode,
Yeah,
middle, pinky, index, ring, pinky, index, ring, pinky.
fantastic.
However it is, you can think of the major scale with a sharp 4.
Yes.
Right? If we just take the top, the octave of this, and we go backwards, I'll just count it out in numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6. Up a string. 5, 4, 3. 4, 3, 2.
Yep.
3, 2.
Yep.
And what's the second note in G?
A.
A, which is our verse, right?
Yes, and
so
we're doing well.
we're using a G Lydian run to kind of work our way backwards into home,
Home.
which is the one of the original key or
Which-
however you wanted to.
Yes.
receive it, right?
Absolutely.
So that's why it works. It's just a connection, a musical connection that we're making between two parts, which I think is a good way to kind of think about verses and choruses a lot of the time.
True. Like, how do you connect them to make it sound even more meaningful?
One reason I kind of hate pop music is because the verses and choruses are the same chord progression played differently.
Oh my God.
There's nothing different about it.
Every song for the past 3 years, it's the same chord progression throughout the entire song. We're not hating
Which is
on it,
fine.
but it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
sure. That's just not my style. You know, hey, more power to you. If you can take 3 chords and make an awesome song, that's great.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
It's very hard to do.
You know? So that's fantastic.
We actually,
but I am kind of hating on pop music too. So with that being said, it's just not good. But the way we're doing it is much better. We're more intellectually savvy.
Yeah.
This is great.
We're the jazz of pop music.
Yeah, the jazz. Pop jazz.
Pop jazz.
Yeah.
You know, one quick thing is right at the opening. If you watch, I actually messed up the opening line.
You messed up?
And I actually played up. I actually accidentally played up a fourth from where you were.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So next video we might talk about harmonies on that line because I think it sounded good. So I'm gonna rewind the video when you post it. I'm gonna watch it.
I like how you just made this declaration. I messed up, and now it'll be the next video.
Well, no harmonies. You know, just talking about harmonies.
Sure.
See how it goes. Maybe. I don't know.
So anyways, now we've got a chorus. I'm going to put this as a backing track. If you want to solo over it, whatever. Now that you know where these kind of chords come from, have at it. And until next time.
Until next time. Bye-bye.